Hey there, folks. We're going to record our Davy loop team attempt on lava here. Hopefully I'll be able to show you all the setup and then maybe the completion of, depending on how much time I have. But we'll start the battle versus lava. The tunes that we're going to have in this loop are Davy. He will be in the loop because he's applying debuffs and stacking debuffs on the boss as opposed to putting buffs on him. We're going to have Jack for Fear. Fear is very, very handy to make those black spots that Davy used go off. Windy and Caterpillar are your engine with the cloning of the cauldrons, calling the cauldrons to assist, and Caterpillar's second special doing turn meter. And Baymax is there to draw hits and keep Windy alive primarily. Key damage dealers here are going to be the black spot on Davy Jones. You're going to be stacking these up to around 250 stacks on the Titan to ensure that he goes down. And you're going to end the loop by casting Davy's first special. And that right there will basically deal a lot of damage. And it's also going to trigger the Empower, which will get rid of the buffs, which will cause the black spots to do all their damage as well. You're basically going to try to kill the Titan in one shot. Therefore, the nice thing about this loop is you won't lose any of these characters when you're complete with it, as long as you kill the Titan with your shot. So let's start up and we'll see how this works. So I start out having Windy use her first or second special on Caterpillar, calling him to assist. We're going to try to get him ready to empower as soon as possible. Then he's going to do his normal basic. Then right now it's going to be basics from Davy. We're going to go ahead and put the taunt on Caterpillar. Now the bonus this is going to give is he's going to hit one of these two taunted characters. Ideally he's going to hit Caterpillar. Caterpillar, whenever he's hit, will next time he hits, he's going to heal himself and get rid of a lot of debuffs on him, so he's got a good chance of survival. And so he's a great target for this. And splash damage, if you're going to hit, it's going to do that. Windy will do her basic, and then you're going to basically put your first special on Windy. That way she's going to be protected if he targets Baymax. So that went sort of as we expected. So we're then going to do basic from Caterpillar, and we'll get him empowering. Basics from Davy. Then we're going to go ahead and put Fear. Basics. Alright, we have the cauldron up. We're going to put the cauldron out. And then we're going to do a second special on Bay to try to get rid of a lot of these debuffs and start putting continuous heals and get everybody healed up. We're going to go ahead and have Caterpillar try to put some evades on the cauldron. No luck with that, but we will start going ahead and cloning cauldrons. Basics from Davy. Basics from Jack. Basics. Let's go ahead and use Caterpillar's first special. Get rid of turn meter. And he put off a slow on the Titan as well, which is really going to help us out. We'll use the second special from Windy now to call the primary cauldron and the clone to assist. We're back to Jack. At this point, you can just do basics with Jack. That way the cauldrons can fill up the people who need them. The Fear is going to be there for a turn or two. We can reapply that if need, but right now we don't need to do that. Basics from Davy. Basic from Caterpillar. Clone another cauldron. Let's go ahead and do... let's just go ahead and do basics. Again, basics. Basic. we'll do the first special again. Well, actually, it's your second special with Caterpillar. Again, we're trying to get evades out. Worst case scenario, it's going to call Wendy. We're going to go ahead and have Wendy do her second special, giving a bunch of turn meter and magic. Then we're going to have him do this to her. Again, we're trying not to give the Titan turn meter when we don't need to. We're going to use, again, we're trying to get some evades out. Still no luck with that. We're going to clone Cauldron again, right here. Basic. And basic. Again, put that on her. Second, reverse special on Caterpillar, getting rid of turn meter. And then we will put out a fifth Cauldron just to make our lives a little bit easier. Do a basic, then Caterpillar, and at this point we're in the loop. Now we could have been a little bit greedy and let the Titan hit us a couple more times to basically try to generate charge for our spell right here. But unfortunately, I think it's not going to be worth us trying to do that at this point. We'll just try to do it without that. So we're going to go ahead and just keep our loop going here. As you'll see, the loop is going to be Caterpillar, Wendy, and then Davy's going to start applying black spots up there on the Titan. Again, Caterpillar, Wendy, and then black spots. Caterpillar, Wendy, calling the primary Cauldron and all the clones to give turn meter, and then magic, and then Davy is going to do black spot. And you're going to keep going with this until you've generated about 250 without the spell charged. I'll go a little bit higher, 250 to 280. At 250, you will see this number sort of roll over. It disappears and looks like it's starting over again. It does keep those stacks, so if you go higher, it's not that big of a deal. But once you get to 250, you can have him do his first special, and it will cause empowered, cause all the black spots to deal their damage, and it should kill the Titan. So that's the setup. I may come back at the end if I have time to finish this during my break here. Thank you very much. Alright, here we are at the end of the loop. I wanted to come in about this point. You can see he has 248 black spots applied. I'm going to go ahead and here's 249. Use Caterpillar to continue the loop. Use Wendy to continue the loop. Apply another black spot, puts us at 250. Again, use Caterpillar, continue the loop. Wendy to continue the loop. And you'll notice now I applied, it went to 251. Usually I think it rolls over sometime around here, maybe after 255. But basically at this point I should have enough on there to try to finish him off. So what I'm going to do is, now I don't have Mufasa charged, so there's a small chance I won't, but there is some damage done to him, about 2 bubbles there. So he's got 251. I'm going to go ahead and use his first special. That took off about half his life. I didn't have enough. If I'd had Mufasa, I would have probably had enough to finish him off. If I had to guess, I probably needed about another 50 stacks to really get him finished off there. Mufasa, of course, would have helped me probably do that with one shot without needing the extra stacks. That just goes to show you the power of offense up. And luckily, as you can see, I had a 13.6 million hit. My teammates were able to finish him off with what Lily had left. He had about, I think, about 5 million left after the hits that had already been done. So that's pretty much the setup. It's a lot of loops, so it's not for the faint of heart, but it's not too hard to get set up if you have the the key pieces to get it done. I probably should mess around a little bit and get more used to taking more damage so I can build up that Mufasa and get the offense up. But I wanted to give a sort of standard, this is how it's set up, so folks would know. Hopefully this helps. Thanks up.